Hey guys, before we jump into the draft, I recorded this video. I did like a mini set review of just the ordinaries in beta, but the conversation went kind of long, so I'm deciding to just make this into a separate video. So I'll release that sometime in the next 2 weeks. This week we drafted 3 packs of beta, and I called it like, oh, this is good. Like, we have a couple new players. This is a good like intro into draft. But it turns out like I didn't really think that through completely, because beta is actually like probably the worst draft format that exists. I would say it's more beginner friendly than drafting my cube. Outside of that, like Arthurian Legends is the draft set that everyone should be starting out drafting. So if you are watching this video when it comes out, we are going to be drafting 3 packs of Arthurian Legends this week. That is on June 4th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. If you want to join us, just click the link in the description for the Sorcerers at the Core Discord, or just send me a message on Discord and we'll get you registered for that event. Okay, let's get into the draft. This week we are drafting 3 packs of beta. We have a couple new players here, so that's perfect, because I wanted this to be more of a beginner-friendly draft. One weird thing that I'm throwing in here is because Sorcerer's banned in our group because Sorcerer was never really meant to be drafted, we are going to instead, if you open a Sorcerer, I'm going to put the 4 alpha elemental avatars into a pile, shuffle them, and give them a random avatar. And then I think I'll replenish the pile. I'll just make it so that it's always a 1 in 4 chance of getting any of them. I think that'll be interesting because the alpha avatars aren't in any of the beta packs. So like currently, other than Cube, there's no way to actually draft any of these avatars. So I think that'll be kind of interesting. I mean, obviously like the water and fire are quite bad compared to the earth and air avatars, but someone might play Avatar of Water, someone might play Avatar of Fire. You know, it could happen. So you'll never know until you try. So we can just give that a shot. Pack 1, we got a Seer. That's pretty cool. Stay very, very open. There's a Violin, which is an amazing card. There's a Blink. Don't think I'm playing Font of Life. There's a Dark Tower. And this is beta draft, so I'm going to avoid water at all costs. But I think I'm just going to go with a Seer. It's pretty generically great, and my second favorite card is definitely Violin. I'm pretty happy with this here. And we're manually drafting the packs again, or passing the packs just to not have any issues. Pack 1, pick 2. I see a Boss Control. I see a Common Sense. That's pretty much it. So I think I would take Boss Control first. Minions are very important. Common Sense is good. Here we've got no Earth cards. That sucks. There's a ton of water in this pack. Oh my god. That's crazy. Minor Explosion's amazing though. And then the next pick is probably Kite Archer or like Spec on a Coral Kelpie maybe. Okay. Oh, Maze Minotaur is legit. I mean, yeah, I've only really been playing this a little bit in Cube and it's like not very good. It's just like too vanilla for Cube, but obviously for this, it's 4 power things are just amazing. Like 3 power things are good and 4 power things are just busted. So, but then there's also like 4 like decent minions in here still. Like Plume Pegasus is the best, and then probably Bats, and then Spectral Stalker. So air's looking pretty open, but I'm not gonna pass a Maze Minotaur. So it's looking good so far. Yeah, air is continuing to look pretty open. Like Mad Dash, I will actually play most of the time. I guess it's actually pretty interesting. Like one of the problems with Earth Fire is in beta is that it's like really contested. Like everyone wants to be Earth Fire. It's the best 2 elements and they're very good together. So like there's kind of an argument for taking Mad Dash, because if I'm gonna play Earth Fire and not Splash, I'm gonna have to play some like kind of marginal cards, and this is actually like good compared to a lot of the marginal cards. Yeah, I guess like if I'm not taking that, I'm taking like a pretty generic 2 mana thing. Spark Mage, I'm obviously not set up for Spark Mage. I mean, I guess I could spec on it and then I could end up in Fire Air, but I have a Seer, so I'm not going to prioritize that. Observatory is pretty interesting, I guess. But yeah, I think I'm actually just going to take the Mad Dash, as weird as that is. Like honestly, like all 3 of these water minions, I'm happy to play, but I'm not happy to play water. And then Observatory is probably the best air card here, which is not like super exciting. So yeah, I'm just gonna cut fire really heavy, and hopefully that helps me draft a functional fire deck. Ooh, there's another playable fire card, which is Incinerate. Pretty happy about that. Yeah, Wall of Fire, I'm never going to play anything that's a wall. There's some good playable water cards, but water's kind of a trap. It's not totally unplayable. Like, if it's completely open and no one's drafting it, you can draft a functional water deck, of course, but even just an average or below average Earth Fire deck is just going to be so much better. Again, I have Seer, so Avatar Fire is interesting since I have so many fire cards, but it's probably, you know, it's like the joke Avatar that everyone talks about. Like, it's pretty bad, and I think even in draft, it's probably not good enough. Okay, and then here, there's still Earth and Fire cards, so I might actually just be able to draft the best elements. I think Quagmire is the best card here, but it's only my second Earth card, so I think I should consider like speccing on one of these, but I think if I just stick my head in the sand and just force Earth Fire, my deck is probably just going to end up better, as sad as that is. Scorched Earth is actually, I think, potentially a playable card because it kills everything on your site. Yes, you 2-for-1 yourself, but hopefully you're like 2-for-2ing yourself, or like at least you're killing like an Amazon Warriors or something that's really hard to deal with. I've actually seen this played, and I was like, oh, I guess that's fine. A lot of times you are just going to 2-for-1 yourself, and it's not going to feel great, but I don't know. Do I take Royal Dromedary or Quagmire? That's pretty interesting. I don't know. I'm not really happy to play Dromedary, so yeah, I'll play Quagmire. It is obviously a much better card. The only argument is like Earthfire, often you're kind of forced to splash or play terrible cards, so you might just want to never take a site if there's like even a slightly above playable card in the pack, and just make it so that you can actually just play the 2 elements. But Quagmire, I think, is enough better that I should just actually take the playable card. That's funny, there's a Crave Golem and a Candlemass Monks going around. Someone might actually get an extra turn. I really doubt it, but there's a Wild Boars. I mean, maybe Crave Golem is okay. I think I found out that you don't actually tap, I believe. I think it just moves and it attacks. Yeah, it takes a step toward the closest minion if it can't. It attacks a random minion within its range of motion. I guess I'm not really sure. I'm still unsure about this card, because it doesn't really make sense if it has to tap, right? Because when it goes back to your turn, it's gonna... Oh, I guess it could just take a step. I don't know. I'm not sure how that card works. There is some upside to it. I mean, often I try to just test out weird stuff, so I can always scry it away if it's on a board that isn't good for it. Maybe that helps. Okay, so now there's finally no playable cards in this, but I feel very good about where I'm at. I'm actually just doing the Earth Fire thing. I guess technically I only have 1 fire card, or 1 Earth card, so I should be looking to spec on something. I mean, air was looking really open, which means maybe I'll get rewarded in pack 3 with a bunch of good air stuff. Sneak Thief is kind of just a worse Dead of Night Demon, which is really funny. There's almost no artifacts that people will play. I guess we have some newer players, which means maybe Sneak Thief is going to be better because people are going to play artifacts that they shouldn't be playing. I don't know. Yeah, just the way that the packs have been, it looks like air's maybe a little bit more open. All right, then I get past 6 water cards. So take the Coral Reef Kelpie. That's going to be one of the best water cards in the set at Ordinary. So sad for whoever is actually trying to draft a functional water deck, but obviously I'm just going to take the best card in the pack because I might end up playing water. Who knows? I've got 1 air card, 1 water card, 1 earth card. Yeah, probably Geyser. I don't expect to get as much value as people get killing brute spiders with it, but Geyser's fine. So, yep, Swan Maidens. As kind of is usual, water is going to be the last playable cards for you to actually draft. Okay, yeah. Such grab. It's like, ooh, look, I got hooked up with all these good water cards, but then it's like, well, do I even want those? Maybe I do. Like if I open a Hydra in pack 2 or something, then I'm just gonna go fire water and I'll be thrilled. Yeah, Scorched Earth might make the cut, you know? Who knows? I think this is my last card. Font of Life, yeah. So Rolling Boulder, ooh, Raytanis Titan. That's a nice one. What is it? He's just 6 power, kill everything? All right. Yeah, that's a reason to stick to my guns and just be in Earth. I mean, Rolling Boulder is a good card and lets me stay open. Not too high on playable cards, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Let's see if I can manage to stick to my guns and not have to splash or anything. I'm like kind of really low on splashing right now. I've been splashing a lot and I've been feeling it. Oh man, and then I immediately get past an oasis, which is like, ooh, splash me. Splash water. But and then like Seer, you know, this will help with your splash too. Why don't you just splash? I'm gonna really try to stick to my guns. I'm only gonna splash if I really need to. So I think like I kind of regret not taking that camel. Like I should just taken it because it's really the elements that I want to be in. I'm guessing someone took an avatar out of this pack. Oh, maybe not. Wave Shaper's still here. Right, I think Caravan, and then the next best card is like Goons. I think I did a really good job cutting fire because these are 2 very good fire cards that are just coming right back to me. This is like pick 3, I think, right? All right, we got a Windmill, but I'm really gonna try to stay away from that. I don't have a single 3-drop. That's nuts. Usually I have like 10 3-drops by now. Yeah, I think Longbowman, the next best card is Scorpions. It's honestly a little bit close, but given that I have no 3-drops and Longbowman is really legit, I think I'm just gonna do the Longbowman. Okay, oh my gosh, there's a Geomancer. I do like Geomancer a lot. Geomancer versus Seer. I guess it's like Seer and one of these cards versus Geomancer. I'm never playing Cauldron Crones. Critical Strike I think is really bad. Spin Attack is actually a playable card. It just hits everything. Cultivore is, I think, gets nothing so far, so yeah. Actually, oh yeah, because this is ordinary too, right? I think I should just take Spin Attack just to maximize on the amount of playable cards that I have. That's gotta just be the best thing to do. I think if you're going Earth Fire, you really just need to take a spell like every time. You have to take sites really, really low. Land Surveyor and Beast of Burden. This pick used to be like no issue at all. Like I'm just gonna take Beast of Burden, but I've been starting to come up on Land Surveyor. Like Beast of Burden is just pretty bad. Like it turns out that 2-power minions are also not very exciting. So yeah, I've got a 7-drop, I've got 2 5s, and then like yeah, if you have Land Surveyor in the first like 3 turns, then you actually are just kind of up a card. Like you don't have to draw a spell. But then the other argument is like the 1-power minion doesn't do anything. So yeah, I want to try it out. Let's see how it feels. I'm starting to think that Land Surveyor is more playable than I originally thought. Purge Juggernaut, 6 mana, 4 power. At the start of your turn, it taps and moves to an adjacent location. Kill all minions there. So you get to choose where it goes. It's 6 mana for 4 power. And like, doesn't really do anything. Like it can never attack a site, actually? What? Like it can't deal the death blow. Like it doesn't tap and move and attack at the location. It just kills everything there. And they can just move around it because it's not at the end of your turn. It's at the start of your turn. So yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna take Pit Vipers. I don't think that card's like super exciting, but whenever you play an Earth site, you may summon it from your cemetery to that site. I've never really seen Bone Ravel played, but that doesn't sound that bad. And then this is where it gets a little sketchy. This is where you start to feel bad about whatever elements you're in, unless you're in water, I guess. Where it's like, huh, well, these cards are horrible. Maybe I'm drafting the wrong elements, but it turns out, no, it's just you're drafting beta, and that's just how it goes. Mage Slayer only kills spellcasters, which is like basically nothing. Will-o'-the-Wisp is just really bad, though. Whenever they are attacked, you can teleport them to evade the attack. Like, what the heck is that? I mean, Drought is not playable, though, and Scarecrow is not playable, so I guess it's one of these two. I mean, I've never seen Will-o'-the-Wisp played. Maybe I should play it. Yeah, like Mage Slayer just doesn't do anything. Yeah, I'll try Will-o'-the-Wisp. I think it's like the worst card ever, but not the worst card ever. I mean, I took it over other cards, but not really convinced. It's kind of funny, like when you start speccing on other people's elements, when you're trying to draft fire, earth, and you're like, well, maybe I should take this really good air card that came my way or this really good water card, then you're just going to push other people into earth and fire most likely by cutting those other elements. So unfortunately, it might even be a better strategy to force earth fire. I mean, I didn't really force earth fire. I mean, I did take a really good earth card, and then I took a bunch of really good fire cards, and now I'm just trying to lock myself in. I didn't see any like bombs in other elements. I just saw like good cards that were signals. I mean, I said I'm never playing Cauldron Crones, but maybe. I mean, I'm probably not, but we can just send the signal that you should play water. I'll be okay with that. No Sandstorm. I will not dip that low. All right. Tragedy Worry Ward is 1 power. Oh my gosh. What a horrible card. I guess Bone Rabble. I guess I can sack my Bone Rabble to my Cauldron Crones. Yeah, that's pretty bad. All right, I'll take a Pufferfish and not play it. Looking pretty good here. So Flamecaller is maybe okay. Probably not for this deck. Like, yeah, I don't really have that many fire minions. Nomads is fine. Maybe I can wheel it, and then Sandworm and Outback Strider are amazing. So I think I just take the Sandworm. Like, the movement on this is really impressive, but I don't know. Sandworm is just a pretty messed up card. I don't know. Just four power things are just pretty hard to find. So kind of just got to take them. Here we've got Berserker. What does this guy actually do? Whenever he can attack, he must untap him whenever he attacks and kills an enemy minion. Like, what are you going to do after you untap him, though? Probably nothing. Yeah, Petrosian Cavalry, that's amazing. And then there's a Cave Troll. There's some just amazing vanilla cards that you just need to take. Yeah, my curve is pretty high, but lately people, CJ and others have been trying to convince me that curve really doesn't matter that much, and you should really just, even if you have a really high curve, like, you're probably going to get there and it'll be fine. Like, you're going to end up with some disruption early that's going to allow you to get to your 3 to 7 mana cards, and you're just going to be fine. Sisters of Silence, huh? Wow, yeah. So fire's totally cut now. Yeah, there's a Wild Boars. Yeah, Sisters of Silence is just not a real card, right? Other nearby minions lose all non-basic abilities. That includes my minions. Like, what a horrible card. Yeah, I'll take Wild Boars and just be okay with it. There's a Death Speaker. That's funny. All right. 3, 6, 7. This is 18 cards. I think I can manage to get 6 more cards and not have to splash. Dwarven Digging Team. I do like that card. I haven't seen any berries or earthquakes, so I'm assuming someone else has them, but that doesn't necessarily mean that someone else has them. But yeah, Dwarven Digging Team is pretty nice. I think that's better than Pit Viper. I guess, like, having multiple Pit Vipers, maybe they actually get a little bit better because they can't just sidestep. But I don't know. Digging Team is going to be more impactful. Like, you can do the just burrow a bunch of your stuff and get under them and then swing for a bunch out of nowhere. I mean, obviously they see it coming, but they can't really do anything about it. Is that another Dwarven Digging Team? Sacred Scarabs. That's a good one. Yeah, there's 4 good earth cards. I mean, fine earth cards, I should say. I think the Village is probably the best one. But honestly, I wouldn't mind a Rift Valley in this. Wow, what a gift. There's also a minion, though. Take some damage from Demon Spirits or Undead. 3 mana, 3 power. I don't really have much removal, but minions is the name of the game. That is actually a pretty hard pick. Heat just kills so much stuff. But I can always just play the Templar. I probably should just take it. It's a little bit hard to cast, which is annoying. They're both really good cards. I mean, sometimes it dunks on things when randomly, like, they have a Violimp or something, and it totally counters Violimps. And there are lots of spirits, and I think all the undead cards are pretty bad. I'll try it out. I don't know if I've actually ever played Syrian Templar. Not that I expect it to really be a life-changing experience. Yeah, I mean, here, I don't think there's any chance that I'm playing either of these, so I should just hate draft something, which I think is the tower. Yeah, I'm just gonna put the tower down here. Towers are so good that I could imagine a world where it's right to just play an off-color site as a tower, but I kind of doubt it. I am a proponent of not playing colorless sites. Okay, yeah, this is looking pretty bad. Let's check my playables again. It's 21, and I know there's like some trash in here that I could put in my deck, but it'd be nice to get 3 more cards that are playable. We'll see. I think like that Nomads, if that came back, that might be the next pack. Or maybe this is actually the pack. Yeah, I guess I'll go with maybe the Frogmen. No one else can play frogs. I mean, actually, Dryads is probably better than some of the crap that's in here. I do have, you know, I can go 2 to 4. Take another frog. There's a Death Speaker here. Wow, there's a Coral Reef Kelpie. I'm kind of sad to pass that at this point. But I probably just need to take Wild Boars, but I guess I should double check here. 22. So it's like Scorched Earth, Bone Rabble, Cauldron Crones. So I probably need to play like Scorched Earth. I was talking big game about Scorched Earth, so. And then, yeah, I'd like to play this boar. It's really sad to pass a 12th pick or something. 11th pick. Coral Reef Kelpie. These are both pretty generic water minions, so I guess I'll take Ice Lance. Yeah, gnomes. Gnomes are so bad. Oh my gosh. I'll take Buckline for him. Alright, let's build this deck. Alright, so the cards that are not in my deck that are technically playable, what does Unravel do? Let's be real. Alright, destroy all artifacts and undead minions at a location up to 2 steps away. Undead minions and artifacts? No thank you. So yeah, Cauldron Crones, 2 Bone Ravels, but I think I actually got there. I'm playing Scorched Earth. I mean, I got there as in I got playables, not I have good playables. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is 24 cards, and I don't think there's a chance in hell that I'm putting in any of these. Like, technically, you know, could do something maybe, but like, what am I taking out? What's my worst card? Probably like the Wild Boars, but they're kind of just fine. Will o' the Wisp is actually probably worse than that. Yeah, and I'm playing Crave Golem, and like, Crave Golem's like not even close to the worst card that I have, I think, which is really sad because I never ever want to play Crave Golem. I also have just a ton of beef though, like Maze Minotaur, Sandworm, Caravan. Gargoyle's 3 power, right? But yeah, Raytan's Titan's amazing. And then I've got my Seer to scry away all the bad cards, so there's no way I'll draw them, right? All right. Yeah, this is about the best Earth Fire deck that you can draft at a reasonable table where people know that Earth and Fire are very good. So I'm not upset with this. All right, so I think I only want to bottom actually bad cards, because I have a lot of kind of fringe playable cards. I mean, Wild Boars, I'm happy to bottom. I think Scorched Earth, I'm also happy to bottom. Yeah, this is not on the high end of my deck, so. Let's see what my threshold looks like. I've got 2, 3 double earth things. I've got 1 double fire thing. I do want to get rid of both of these spells. Otherwise, I would probably bottom another site. Oh, I get to scry 1, huh? Nice. Yeah. Okay. I will go Wasteland. I think Burrow a Viper. Go.
Alright, I'll draw a second. Play Wasteland and go.
I guess with Pit Vipers, spin attack is interesting, but that's kind of living a dream, right? I should just try to find like one of my 3-drops or something. All right, that's a good one. All right, I will play another Wasteland. I'll move my Viper, and I'll pass.
Okay.
It'd also be nice to scry into my Land Surveyor. I wouldn't mind that. Oh, I guess I actually can't play it, so I'm kind of already priced into drawing a site for sure. That way I can play Maze Minotaur on turn 4. Man, Seer's such an annoying avatar to play. I need to like look at the comprehensive rules on this card actually.
So I was thinking for I know you're looking at the rules, so if I'm bugging you, just tell me to shut up. But
okay. How is this not in the comprehensive rule book? That's crazy.
There's things I've found. I'm like, why is this not like explicitly?
What?
You know,
I can't believe that. All right, let me look at the regular Curiosa thing.
But I was thinking with Bruce's and CJ the summit, like 40-20 thing they're doing this month. Of going back and doing Seer with Roots combo, with Squeakers and Grand Old Boar.
Oh my god, that's such a good idea. You should absolutely do that.
That's what I'm working on.
Man, yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, the 40-20, you can actually play Roots again, and it's probably like busted now.
Oh yeah, because you got like Castles of Blaze too, if you want, another outlet.
Does it tap to take a step or attack?
I don't even know if it's needed though. I mean, Roots was
attacks as the targeted unit
solid
strike
as
back.
is.
Yes.
But
when it attacks, do normal combat rules apply while defending? Yes. Does it use normal targeting rules when attacking? Except that it can attack other allied minions if they happen to be the chosen target. It still can't attack airborne or stealth units unless it gains a special ability that allows it. Okay. When it looks for the closest minion, does Grave Golem consider all minions everywhere? No, by default, closest minion or farthest minion only includes other minions within the Grave Golem's current region. So if there's one adjacent with airborne and another without airborne, it will attack the non-airborne minion 100% of the time. If there's no other minion in the Grave Golem's current region, it won't move. Oh, really? Okay. When it looks for the closest minion, does it consider its own movement ability like airborne or strike or site-specific limits like Gnome Hollows? No. Okay. What if there are multiple options when choosing how to take a step forward? Step toward. There's multiple options that are equally close. The controller of Grave Golem chooses which one it moves toward. There are multiple equally short paths to reach the closest minion. The controller chooses which path it takes. Can Grave Golem attack itself? No. What is a range of motion? Oh my god. Yeah, that's what I was expecting from the comprehensive rules. There's just like tons of entries. Okay, I just read like 10 entries on one card. I'm curious about this card. I don't know. I'll keep it, I guess. Well, I guess, do I leave this on top? Do I draw? I guess I'll draw a site for turn. All right. Go Valley. Guess, do I move this? No, I think I'll leave it there. I'll play a Wild Boars here. Go.
Is the Vipers burrowed or?
Yeah, I originally burrowed it and I just moved it forward.
Oh, gotcha.
Yep.
Okay. Draw spell. Tap. Hilarious. Play Wasteland. And I will play an Airless Mercenaries. And pass.
Guess I'm gonna scry this card because I think I'm pretty happy to play Grave Golem still. I don't know. It's such a weird card, but I just really want to try it out. Alright, and then draw a spell. If I attack and then just play Grave Golem, then he will move and trade with the mercenary. I guess that's fine. It's not like very exciting. Or do I save it and just play the Minotaur? Yeah, I'm going to try to get more value out of my Grave Golem. All right. I guess I can't really attack with my wild boars, can I? I think I'll just chill with the boar, but I will play a mace minotaur.
Is that what you were looking at the rulebook for?
Oh, no.
Oh.
All right, go ahead.
All right, so I'll draw a site, tap, draw, and play.
Enemy minions can't move themselves out of maze of 9 locations nearby.
And
it's locations nearby, so like Pit Vipers is exempt from that. Not that that really matters, but
most mercenaries. And pass.
Play another mercenary. I think it's too late for that guy. Right? Yeah. He just doesn't really do anything. That could be relevant at some point. So, I mean, really, if I attack with the Minotaur, if he does double block, I can then just attack with the boar, and I'm just trading 2 for 2. I definitely draw a sight. That might be relevant. So next turn I can unburrow Pit Vipers, Quagmire this site. Yeah, I think I'll just hold then. But do I play Crave Golem? I can't really do that. Do I cycle Mad Dash then? Maybe. Actually, I could just play Mad Dash and just attack his avatar. That's probably good. All right, I will play Mad Dash. Draw a card, then give an ally movement +1. So I think I draw before I choose, right?
Yeah, you do.
Okay, so draw a spell. Yeah, I guess I'll give it to Pit Viper and then come up and attack one of these.
Okay.
Yeah, that feels pretty good. Attack with this guy. Play a Bosk Troll. Might put it here. Seems a little sketchy, but I don't care that much about my wild boars, so go ahead.
Alright, draw spell. Wasteland.
Oh, I guess I should have probably attacked with wild boars and then attacked with Maze Minotaur. Because then he can't really block, because then I can just eat it with the Minotaur. Yeah, I guess I kind of punted there. Could have been 2 free.
I really didn't want to be 3.
Free-ish damage.
3 element.
Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah, during the draft, I was like, I'm just gonna take like pretty bad Earthfire cards, but I'm just gonna really try not to splash and just force just 2 elements, and I just like barely got there, but I've definitely got like multiple wild boars and some pieces of garbage in my deck, but it's okay.
Yeah.
At least I can scry some of it away with Seer.
Yeah, that's good. I guess I'll attack the boar or the Minotaur.
Okay, I think I will block.
Trade. I will play kobolds and kill the boars and pass.
It's not too bad. I get to just kill the kobolds. Yeah, I could even maybe just attack and then eat it. That's pretty nice. All right. Oops. Yeah, I mean, that's a fine card. I guess this Quagmire just isn't going to do anything, or maybe I actually should just draw a sight. That probably makes more sense. I can get more value out of that. All right, I'm going to attack here for 4.
Yeah, I'll take 4.
Okay. All right, this is the card I was reading all the FAQs on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird one.
That sucks. Okay.
Yeah. And then I think I'm just going to tap and draw a sight. And then, yeah, end of turn, or at the beginning of your turn, he moves.
Yeah.
I read that he doesn't tap, so
no, he
just
doesn't.
moves and attacks.
Yeah.
All right, your turn. So funny they had to write. Yeah, there's 9 different FAQs.
Oh yeah. I've read the whole thing for Enchantress. I was playing Enchantress a while back, like pretty heavily, and yeah. All right, that was not fortunate. So I'll tap and draw sight and play. That's gonna have to a random minion within its range. Okay, so it's gonna have to attack your Minotaur if I don't play within its range. So I will play a cave troll here and pass.
All right. Yeah, this is pretty bad, huh? So this happens before anything else, right? Yeah. So it just attacks and dies. All right. Nice. Value. Yeah, I'll draw this one. Alright. I'll play a Valley. And then I guess I attack here.
Yep.
And I'll just do another 4-power dude.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll play it there. Go. I guess I'm not playing around like Earthquake by doing that, but I don't know.
Fire.
Ways to deal death blow. Minor explosion. Incinerate. Spin attack, which I already saw spin attack and bottomed it, I think. Wonder if I should actually just like write down every card that I've scryed, but I can probably remember pretty well. I guess I should make sure if I mulligan 2 spells that I'm putting the one that I actually think is better on top, because you might actually scry through your whole deck.
And
it's not that hard to do.
Strider.
Okay.
Hopefully I'm here. Yep, and that's it.
So you can double block one thing. I don't care that much though. Like I've actually got some really beefy things sitting around in my hand. I guess I want to attack here so that I can then Quagmire whatever survives, which I guess would be like the bat would survive, and then I can just attack for free for 4 here. And then probably play Sandworm just because he's at 8. It's probably a good idea to play a 4-power thing, or he's going to be at 4. Assuming he doesn't chump block with Cave Trolls. Yeah, I think I'll just attack here.
Alright, I'll double block.
Okay. I will kill the Outback Strider.
Yep.
Alright, attack here.
Yeah, block that.
Play another 4-power thing. And I'll Quagmire the bat. Go.
Yep. So, like, I passed the Sandworm because I took a Kobolds over it.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm. That's
right.
reasonable.
Yeah. Play Spire. I'll kill this.
Sure.
And pass.
Okay. The answer. What answer do I have to that? I guess the only answer I have is I double block it, or I attack it with 2 things and just 2 for 1 myself. Don't feel great about either one of those, but I am at 20, so I can bide my time and wait until I have an opportunity to get a 2 for 1. This is just Immortal, right? Yeah, I mean, I'm probably just playing 2 spells. Is there any chance I move Seer? I mean, I do have Incinerate in my deck. That could be important to be a bit closer, but right now I'm already in range of being able to move and Incinerate. There's probably only 5 cards or something that I haven't seen, right? I think it's like Minor Explosion, Incinerate. Oh, Raytanis Titan. That's an answer to that thing. The rest of my deck is still very good. Trojan Cavalry, I think, is still in there. Scarabs. I think maybe Dwarven Digging Team. Wow, the rest of my deck is actually looking pretty good. I've gotten, I think, pretty lucky on my scries, being able to bottom a bunch of the bad cards. All right, so where do I play the 2 things? All right, I think I will just draw a site. I guess I'll go Longbowman, Templar.
Yeah.
And then,
good.
I don't know, do I just get in for 4? I guess I could actually do this. Get in for 4. Yeah, I'll go with that. Go.
Get it. Alright, spell.
I mean, it's still a 2 for 1 if he just attacks. Oh, I guess I guess I can just double block if he just attacks Sandworm. Yeah, this was a pretty good setup. And then I just have tons of time to move things toward his Spark Mage and get lethal. Not seeing much air. Got 2 air cards so far. Yeah, playing 3 elements with Spark Mage. It's pretty sketchy for sure. But assuming he's, let's see, what is his splash? Probably Earth, huh? Yeah. Splashing for cave trolls. It's a pretty good splash. He does have to do something about the sandworm. That thing's just gonna kill him. I guess like even if he does, I've got 6 more power on the board to deal with. So.
Alright. Untap, draw sight. I'll go ahead and get in for 2 with the bats. Say I'm on the board now. I'm gonna teleport the clansman on top of your seer and just attack for 5. And pass.
Okay.
Maybe I can race.
Yeah. Keep this one. I guess sandworm goes here.
Yep.
Move this guy. I guess I'll go this way. I'll move my seer. I'm gonna play gargoyle somewhere. The start and end of your turn, either airborne or he's an artifact. So if I put him here and he's airborne, can't be attacked by clansmen, but it can block the bat. So yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll just play him and have him be a bird.
Yeah. Let's see, that's not gonna help very much at all. Okay, well I'll attempt to attack your guy for 5. Move the Spark Mage over and play Knight Archer. Yeah, I'll attempt to attack here for 2.
Alright, I'll block.
Yep. That's it.
Alright, I think I got you with this minor explosion.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh.
Move. Alright, good game, dude.
Yeah, GG's, man.
Okay, so definitely bottoming 1 site. Maybe I bottom 2 sites? I don't know. Is it actually worth keeping Land Surveyor? It's so weird. Like, alright, I place on turn 2, I draw a site, and I have 1 power body. I guess that's fine. I probably should just keep it. And then I think I have more multi-fire stuff. No, I've got more double earth stuff. Okay. And then Scarabs is really good. Gargoyle's pretty good. Yeah, I think I'm just bottoming a site.
For Spire and past you.
Alright. We'll keep that. And I'll draw it. Valley, go.
Grab a spell for turn. Head for a wasteland. Go ahead.
Keep that on top, draw it. I'll go Valley, Land Surveyor, draw site, go. Wow. So I've seen 2, 3, 4, 5 out of my
Spire,
6 valleys.
And a turn Striker Surveyor.
Alright. Don't want that. Yeah. Alright, Valley, Longbowman, go.
Grab a spell. Tap for Spire. Pay 2 to Mad Dash the Kobold, draw a card. Attack here for 2. End of turn, strike you for 2, past you.
Alright. Alright, hit for 3. I will put a Grave Golem here.
I hate that.
Yeah. So, yeah, go to your turn.
Grab a site for turn.
I read all the 9 FAQs about Grave Golem.
I think you'll see it this game. I've got the other half.
Oh, okay.
Dapperel? I don't know. Where's the spot? Crave will attempt to move into range, right?
Yeah, he'll just take a step here.
Okay, go ahead.
So he moves. Base scry. Ugh. Yeah, I guess I'll keep it on top. Alright, so this is 4 power. Guess I'm okay drawing this. Alright, draw a site. Oh man, this turn is really bad, isn't it? Where is he gonna go? So I think, yeah, so if this is still here, I believe I get to choose which direction he goes, so I can just have him take a step here. So then he's out of range of Vampire. I think that's my plan. So,
I think he'll only move towards valid attack target.
oh, that's true. Yeah, it's airborne, so it just won't move toward
Yeah, so he'll take that step.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, and I don't think that really changes much, so I'll play the Dryad. I'm just going to go like this.
Okay, that he'll kill.
Oh, that's true. Well, I can also just move Crave Golem. Oh, but then it's going to kill my thing. Are you saying Crave Golem is bad?
Well, you can move Golem, you can attack, or you can move here. This guy can come here. It gives me the opportunity to defend, obviously, but like it's not necessarily a total loss. Just depends on what action I take. If you move here, right, and then move Golem here. I mean, I guess you probably want the attack in, but and then you play Avalon Dryads here. Then you can have Golem. You get to choose, so you can take it this step if you want, but don't let me play your game for you. So
yeah, I know. Yeah, because if I do this play, then you're just free to just kill my Longbowman. All right, I'm gonna go like this. All right, Crave Golem attack.
I want to save the Vampire. Yeah, take 3 down to 14.
And Crave Golem makes games so complicated.
Yeah.
Why am I playing this card? I did not keep it on top, just so you know, so it's not my fault. Like, I could just kill it with my Longbowman. That's like a legit an option. That's so sad. I killed your thing with it. I got 3 damage in with it. Maybe I should just take it off the board. I don't know. Yeah, that's really tough. I'll keep it in play. I'll see what happens. I'll do this. And yeah, and then I'll pass, and then I guess I have him go this way. And then I still have the out. I can kill it still.
At any time. Watch your back, Crave Golem. Grab a...
Wait. Actually, sorry. I'm actually gonna redo this because then he'll just trade with my Longbowman. So yeah, I will actually legit just kill this with my Longbowman. All right, problem solved. God, what a horrible card. Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever play Crave Golem again. It's so bad. Like, yeah, the last game it just like killed one thing and then kind of messed up my turn, and then this time it messed up my turn and killed one thing. So
it's not what I want to be doing. It's the less fun play.
It like was still a 1-for-1 and I lost tempo. I think is what happened.
There.
Nice.
Attack there for 4.
He's playing good cards. That's a problem.
Cloud Spirit there and pass you. Did you manage Mono Earth plus Crave Golem? Don't tell me. Just curiosity.
Oh my gosh, this is undead. Look at that. I mean, I think I'm keeping a 3-mana 3-power thing. So now I have 6 mana. Normally still just play these 2 or just play this, but I think the Templar is going to be super good.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I don't know if these Dryads do anything. Probably not. They're just gonna chill. Alright, good.
Grab a spell.
So that was pretty bad. I don't know why I didn't put the scarabs on this site with the vampire.
Spire here. Declaring Cloud Spirits. Movement path to attack. Attempting to attack the Dryads.
Okay. I guess I will block with the Templar.
Oh, they die. 2 damage marked on the old Templar.
He takes no damage from spirits either.
Oh, wait, yeah, he's a spirit. Good call. Attempt to attack Dryad.
Okay.
3 for rogues and 3 for monks. They missed out on all the Crave Golem fun, but that's alright.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. What a bad card. Alright. I guess I will keep it. And I'll draw it. Alright, I will just move, trade these. Play a gargoyle, I guess here.
Yeah, we got all the fun cards.
A little
Okay.
risky, but yeah, I'll put him here and I'll leave him as an airborne minion.
Oh yeah.
Pretty unfortunate to have to move there, but it means that I'm in range of more stuff with the minor explosion, so I guess that's good. But it does put me pretty far off of casting this Titan.
What do I do with this?
Like, probably at least 3 turns. Because
My average minion power is so fucking low.
I like to hear that.
He's 3, right? Yeah. Beta's so weird to draft, man.
I know. This is, I think, like the second time I've ever drafted it, and yeah, it's not a good experience. Clearly
It can
not
be
made to
fun
be
if
drafted.
the packs are like pretty juiced, but otherwise it's just like a bunch of garbage.
Yeah, they should like amend beta just for people that like the cards that are playable and don't want to deal with 5 cards in every pack that are just completely unplayable.
Hey, that's cube, baby.
That's true. I could make just a beta cube. That'd probably be
I think it'd be worthwhile.
pretty fun.
Just cutting all the chaff.
Yeah.
You have a presence there? I don't know.
What the heck?
Yeah, I've got like 2 targets left, so it's probably not going to come up. But I've got mana to spare. I think just move here. I don't know. Pass to you.
Okay. You're not doing anything with Spellslinger?
No.
Alright.
I think he's alright.
Probably not. Alright. Draw spell. Draw sight. Alright, I'll cast Mad Dash. I'll draw a spell. And then I'll give Syrian Templar extra movement. So Gargoyle attack here, Templar attack here, and end my turn. I mean, kill your monk.
Attacking the site.
Yeah, kill the monk.
Oh, you're killing the monk.
Yep.
Okay. So dead monk.
Alright, here you go. Oh, and I'll make this a statue.
I feared that. Grabbing a spell. Tap for sight.
I feel like I've stabilized pretty well. He's ahead on life, but I think he won't be for very long. And I'm definitely ahead on board, and my hand is pretty stacked.
Awful moves all around.
Yeah, if I have a reason to, I'll draw a sight in 2 turns probably.
Or
Otherwise, I'll just play this in 3 turns from now, depending on what I draw. And depending on if he has more stuff.
Harpies. I'm gonna have the wait, do I need to target them? Shit. Oh yeah, I can target their allies.
Oh yeah, I think that works.
And then I will critical strike.
Critical
Use the
strike.
range on the Templar.
All right. Sorry, where did that go? Oh, critical strike. Okay. Yeah, and these are mortals. Yeah. Alrighty.
And that is it.
Well, now I definitely have a reason to draw a site because I can just minor explosion. I guess I could also like move the gargoyle or something, but I don't think. But I know 100% the next 5 sites are wastelands, so I don't need to scry that. So let's just start with this. I mean, I think I'm gonna keep that on top, but I'm not gonna draw it, I guess. Yeah. All right, wasteland. Explosion here.
Oh man. Yep.
All right, and then I'll just hit for 3 here, and yeah, I think that's fine. And then I'll make him a statue. Yep.
Turn.
I guess I'm probably still not playing Titan next turn, because it would be nice to get the Genesis ability to matter, and kind of slow rolling it is pretty good, because like, if he has removal for Minotaur, I would like him to use it.
Pass to you.
Oof. Alright, so I already know what's on top. So I guess I scry this, even though I know it's a wasteland, and I'm probably never going to draw it anyway. It's kind of sad to play Quagmire here, but I don't see why I wouldn't. I think just attack here again. And I guess I'll Quagmire here. Cavalry attack. Alright, and he's a statue. Go. Alright, I guess attack here.
I hate that. I hate that a lot.
Yeah,
Well, I'm taking 3 either way. I guess I'll blow myself up.
I think that does make sense, unfortunately. Alright, attack.
Down to 2.
I guess I'll just attack with this too.
Down to 1.
And Dwarven Digging Team. Maze Minotaur. Go.
Nice. Grab a spell. I'm not out of it. I'm not out of it yet. Tower, gain 1. Vampire, spin attack.
Wow. Nice. Alright. So I take 4 cavalry dies. Wow, that's a good comeback.
Whew.
Alright.
Top deck of the century there. Go ahead.
See what I've got left in here. Not that. I think I scried my whole deck now. Alright, attack here for 1.
I'll fall for it. Heal to 13. Take 4.
Attack your site. And then I'll spin attack.
Nice. Only enemies, right? Yeah.
Hit for 2. And I'll play just the best card ever. Ooh, actually,
Nice.
Will-o-the-Wisp. Alright, go ahead.
This is an actual decision point I need to think about if I draw a site or not. You wouldn't think so with 8 mana, but
You got a Crater Eyes. You have a Grandmaster Wizard.
no, that's dumb. Draw spell. Try to win.
I have enough power to
Has a
put him
chance of
at
anything
door.
exploited luck besides Will-o-the-Wisp for 0.
I mean, I'm definitely just slamming Raytanis Titan at this point if I end up drawing it. Or if I don't have anything better to do. Oh my god. Okay. Man, this is such a swinging game.
Move up.
Oh, I see. That's what you thought about. Huh.
Nomad.
Ooh, maybe I haven't seen my whole deck. I don't think I scried away a Sandworm. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely drawing that. How crazy is it to consider holding Raytanis Titan? It's banking on him attacking my site. I feel like he's very likely to attack my site, though, because, like, what else is he going to do? There's no way he's drawing more sites with Spellslinger, right? I guess he could run away is the other thing that he could do, but I think he like wants to be on the aggression right now. Then like the other play that I'm making is putting Sandworm right here, which means that he's also not making that play. Right, Tannis Titan is just gonna door him faster than Sandworm, so yeah, I think that is just gonna be better. Alright. Attack for 1. Alright, I'll slam a Titan.
Oh my god.
Yes. Oh, sorry, I attack with my Will-o-the-Wisp.
Yeah.
Alright.
10-5. Okay, well, I have nothing to get rid of that motherfucker. Grab a spell.
Yeah, I mean, if he can door me this turn, then I'm in a lot of trouble, but he's also just straight up top decking. Whereas I'm top decking plus. I don't really know why he was thinking about playing a site. Oh yeah, that's right. He was gonna maybe play a site and then cast Poison Nova, and then that would kill the Will-o-the-Wisp. Yeah, I think just you playing a minion is just always gonna be better than that, probably. I shouldn't say always, very likely. That's annoying.
Back here for 2.
Oh man, that's pretty rough. I do have him pretty well surrounded, so it's like I can use this now to door him, because if I don't, then he's gonna door me first, right? Because I attack with Titan, he blocks, and then I attack for 2, and then I play Sandworm, and then even if I play Sandworm right here, he can move, attack. Is there a site I can play Sandworm? No. Yeah, I think I actually will just incinerate and then proceed to door him and have a bunch of stuff right by him. All right, I'll incinerate this guy. Does that make sense? Yeah,
I think so.
All right, and then I will door you.
Yep.
And I think Will-o-the-Wisp goes here. I think Seer might just stay put. Yeah, I'll draw a site, I guess. Go. You've had some really good top techs.
Yeah.
Are you alive?
Well,
I don't like
see.
that.
Attack there for 2. Bait it.
Eat it.
Draw
Oh,
a card.
yeah.
No, I'm dead, unfortunately. Pegasus.
Yeah.
There's nowhere I can get it. Yeah, you just can't attack
Yeah.
twice.
Just have two attackers, yeah.
Man.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, it turned out I actually didn't scry through my whole deck. I don't know how that happened. I must have just kept a lot of cards on top, because yeah, then I started seeing good cards again, and I was like, oh, I guess I'm actually okay. Oh yeah, I think Scorched Earth is the card I bottomed. Was someone playing water?
Yeah. Jordan is moving.
Okay. All right, so that is beta draft. Not the greatest experience. Yeah, beta was just clearly never meant to be drafted, really. Like, there's all these just totally unplayable cards or cards for constructed that make absolutely no impact in the draft environment. But it makes sense. Obviously, they made the set to kickstart the whole card game, so it had to be mostly tuned toward the primary format, which is always going to be constructed. I don't think we're going to be doing beta drafts anytime soon. Like I said, this coming week, we're going to be drafting just 3 packs of Arthurian Legends. That's going to be like the best format for beginners. Yeah, I think I pretty much stick to my assessment. Fire's amazing. Earth is a really close second. Air is somewhere in the middle. And then water is just pretty horribly bad. I think one person drafted water this draft. On the topic of Fire Earth, I think that I actually did navigate it pretty well. Like I took a boss troll, and then I took a bunch of good fire cards, and then I just fire was pretty open and it's the best element, so I stuck with it. And then I opened a Tannis Titan in pack 2, and that just solidified me in Earth. And then I definitely stand by what I said about like taking sites. I think you have to take sites pretty low. Like you really just want to take a spell every single time that you can, because there's not that many fire and earth spells to go around, because everyone wants to be in those elements. 2 out of 3 of my opponents this week were in earth, fire, air, and the other one was in fire, air. So that tells you something right there. Even the Quagmire versus Camel pick that I made, where I took the Quagmire, I still think it probably would have been better to take the camel. It would have just pushed out either Scorched Earth or probably this Crave Golem. I was set to like try out this Crave Golem. I was just really curious about this card. You know, I know everyone thinks it's bad, and I'm sure it is bad, but I just wanted to have my own experience with it. And oh my god, this card is so terrible. Like, it might just be worse for you than it is for your opponent a lot of the time. Definitely the best thing you can possibly do with this is just play it right in front of a 3-power thing and have it immediately trade with the 3-power thing. Like, that's actually a better case for you most of the time than it killing a 2-power thing and then being left on the board, because it might just trade for one of your own minions, and at that point you're just so far behind. So that was a really interesting experience. Don't play Crave Golem. It's so bad. If you do absolutely have to play it, only play it if it's gonna trade immediately with another 3-power minion. Seer was excellent, especially in this deck where I had a bunch of pretty mediocre cards that I had to play to get to 24 spells. I scryed away so many of those bad spells, and it's scryed me into so many 4-power minions and 3-power minions. Like, that is such a powerful ability. I think it's just better than Spell Slinger 100% of the time. Like, you don't have to do anything special to play Seer. You should just play it, and you should pick it really early. I did actually play 3 games with this. I only put 2 in the video because one of the games was just totally a non-game and wasn't very interesting to watch, but I did go 3-0 in this event. I want to make sure there's a distinction. I didn't force Earthfire. I did take a bunch of good Fire and Earth cards, and then I ended up in Earthfire. And at some point, if you think you might want to be in Earthfire, I think it is a really good idea to take pretty mediocre Earth and Fire cards, because it's going to be so hard to get to playables, even though Fire is such a deep element. I wasn't really forcing, but if you're in that situation, you just need to take spells. Yeah, beta draft is pretty broken. It just doesn't really function like a normal draft set at all. Like, one of the elements is totally horrible, and like 4 or 5 cards in every pack are totally unplayable. That being said, I think we will be drafting some amount of beta packs. We're probably not going to be drafting 3 packs of beta, but we will be doing 1 pack of beta, 2 packs of Arthurian Legends regularly. That way you don't feel as much of the impact of not being able to get to 24 spells, since Arthurian Legends has packs with just all playable spells in them. And also because Gen Con is coming up in August, and the draft format for that is going to be 1 pack of beta, 2 packs of Arthurian Legends. So we are going to be making sure to practice those sets to help people who are going to Gen Con prep for those big limited tournaments. So keep an eye out for those drafts that are going to be coming up, and more videos that I'm going to be making specifically about that draft environment to help you prep for those big events. Also, I'm going to be releasing a video about a beta cube that I built. I took out a bunch of the really horrible, ordinary, exceptional, elite, and unique cards. And my plan for that is either maybe we'll draft 3 packs of the beta cube, or we will just use it to simulate like a good pack of beta in the draft format, 1 beta, 2 packs of Arthurian Legends. If we're doing prep for Gen Con, I won't use the beta cube at all, but it's pretty cool. I'll showcase that another time. Okay, so keep an eye out for those videos, and thanks for watching this one, and subscribe to the channel so you can learn the draft formats about Gen Con and how to win in those events. That's going to be it for this one. Bye, guys.